Welcome to Breakthrough with Lisa Nichols. I'm Lisa Nichols, and today we have one of my favorite people on the planet, Patricia Campbell. I cannot wait to talk to you, talk about your journey. Tell me a little bit about your background and what led you to starting your company and the mission that you're on.
Well, Lisa, it has been a journey for sure.
Yes.
And first of all, I just want to say that I'm so grateful that I get to do what I love every single day. For over 20 years, it's been my honor and my privilege to coach and to mentor brilliant women to build businesses that make a difference and to create lives they absolutely love. But it hasn't always been this way, and I haven't always been the woman that I am today. See, there was a time when I was 37. My beautiful daughter, Dawn, was 16, and she was going through a tough time, and I wanted to help her, but I didn't know how, because I was really lost myself. See, I was twice divorced. I was living in this dingy basement suite in East Vancouver, and I'm working at a job that I hate, and I'm barely making enough to scrape by. So how can I help her? But she's my little girl, and I want to. So I'm watching her, and she's making some choices, I think, that maybe aren't helping the situation. So I gotta do something. I'm her mom. And this one day, I reach out that I gotta give her some advice. And I had no idea what this life-changing advice was gonna be. So I open my mouth, and what flies out is, oh, if you don't make some better choices, you're going to end up just like me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I had to face myself that day. I had to face who I was, the life that I was living, and if I wouldn't wish this life on my daughter, why was I living it? You know, I felt a lot of guilt. I had blame, and I was really angry. But most of all, I just felt so much shame. How did I get here? But that day, the more important question became, how do I get out? How do I get out? And how do I lead my beautiful daughter? How do I show her the way when I wasn't on the way myself? So that day I made a commitment to be a better version of myself, and I had no idea how. I had no idea, but I was going to say I committed, but I vowed. I vowed that whatever it was that it would take, however long it would take, I was willing. My clients have that same level of commitment, and so to show them that there is a way to transform where it is that you are that is not exactly where you want to be, how to get there, how to develop the skills and the tools.
Your business now is helping women to create the strategy to live the life that they can be proud of.
Yes, yes.
So you're like the wounded healer again, like you said, hold on, I was struggling with this and I navigated through, and I want to help as many people as possible.
Lisa, when I found out that there was a way, that it could happen, that it really was possible, I wanted every woman on the planet, I wanted my daughter to know, and I wanted every woman on the planet to know there is a way, there are limitless possibilities.
You literally had to navigate doubt. So what did you use? Because when you're on that journey, you know, doubt creeps in.
Yes.
What did you tell yourself so that you gain the confidence? How did you dispel the negative thoughts so that you can have as much faith in Patricia as possible?
I did have doubts, and I had to learn to tell myself a new story. My story of myself was really disempowering a lot of the times. And I had a chapter of my life, a chapter of my story, that was teen mom. I got pregnant at 16, and when I got pregnant, in those days, you couldn't finish school. So I felt disempowered. I had a lot of shame, and I carried that with me. So I had to learn how to rewrite that story. There's something I teach my clients. It's okay, take a story that feels disempowering, that has you lack confidence, because we can never outperform our self-esteem. So the image we have of ourselves has to shift and change. So I looked back to that moment in my life. That was one of the chapters.
Yeah.
And so I labeled it Teen Mom. And it was shameful. I thought, okay, how can I just begin to find just a few words even, just a few words that little 16-year-old girl
Could use.
that she could use, and the journey that she was on. And, I looked at my son and I thought, man, he's an amazing guy, so there must be something in there. And I thought, 16-year-old girl, she gets pregnant. She keeps the child against all odds in 1970, and she raises him on her own, and she did a real fine job. So I found the word courageous, and I found the word dedicated, committed. I was a devoted mom, and tenacity, very tenacious. Yeah.
I love that. Now, applying that to the business of transforming other lives, what was a breakthrough moment for your business? What was a breakthrough moment when you went, okay, I'm on to something. I'm just getting started.
I remember it well. There were many breakthroughs along the way, but the greatest breakthrough was when I discovered that we all have patterns that control us. And to become aware of what was my limiting pattern, the things that I kept telling myself over and over, the things that I thought over and over, the actions that I took or didn't take. So to see that there was a pattern that was getting me the result that I was getting, and then to learn the skill of reprogramming that pattern, repatterning it into an empowering, positive pattern that would take the lid off. Because what happened is that I used to get so far and I would hit this barrier. It was like it was a limit I could never get past. And I thought, what is the pattern? What happens? What do I think? What do I say? What actions do I take that get me stuck?
And then when you figured out that formula.
Girl, when I figured that out, that has become my greatest gift. It's the greatest power to help women become aware of the pattern that either supports them or doesn't. To go from stuck to unstoppable.
So you are a pattern finder.
I'm a pattern finder, and my clients call me the queen of pattern busting.
The queen of pattern busting, it says it all. So based on that, as the queen of pattern busting, what's one of the best pieces of advice that you would give someone to help them have a breakthrough in the business, in the climate of business today? What would you give them as some of your best advice?
I have 3 pieces of advice, actually. Number 1 is to create a vision of clarity. So every detail about how you want your business to be, how you want your life to be, because we either live and create our lives and our businesses by default, those default patterns, or we design it.
By default or design?
Yep. So learn how to define and design. How do you want your business to be? How many hours do you want to be working? How much money do you want to be making? And how do you want that to be balanced in the rest of your life? Your love and relationships, your health and wellness, all of those things. It's important because clarity is power. Number 2 is don't do it alone. We cannot become our best self by ourselves.
Oh, we cannot become our best self by ourselves.
Number 3, I wrote a book about it. Never, ever give up. Never give up. Never give up on your dreams.
I have that book, by the way. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are both a breath of fresh air because you're a breath of possibility. There are women who want to restart. They want to identify the pattern interrupt, and redesign it for greatness. How do they reach you? Because they want you.
The best place is my website. It's patriciacampbell.ca. And my book is on there. I have a free gift on there of attracting abundance now, because one of the ways that we do it is we have to expand our capacity. So patriciacampbell.ca, you can email me off of there. You can take workshops off of there.
And you'll reply to the email.
I will always reply to the email.
Okay, wonderful. I cannot tell you how excited I am that you are a stand for women redesigning, recreating, re-choosing, re-energizing their lives from so many different angles. I've seen it firsthand. You are amazing, and I'm excited to continue to watch other women get the benefit from you. You are a godsend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. I'm Lisa Nichols, and this is Breakthrough with Lisa Nichols, and you've seen another true gladiator of change, Patricia Campbell. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I have. Thank you so much.